me. I can't because my phone it was over 90 degrees today, and I could not get my phone to charge, and it's just now charging up, but I don't have enough charge. So you're just gonna have to, I guess, hear me and the little bit of words that I have to say. So there's been a lot of chaos over the last couple of weeks amongst a lot of people. I just dipped out of Yaba and Sam's stream because a lot of the reactor beefs they have are with people who Sorry, I'm tired, you guys. My apologies. These are with people that I don't watch, and so I don't really know anything about them. I've heard everything from one point of view, which seems correct because when I have dipped into these people's live streams, they do seem just as crazy and vile as described by other React channels that I've been watching almost for a year at this point, right? Sure, I'm kind of new to the community. Um, and there's a lot of people in Girl World that take pride for how many years they've been watching. Well, some of us were not in a position to watch this nonsense until more recently, right? So it's kind of new to us. Like, for instance, I had an outdoor job. I was protecting myself from COVID and did not have the ability to be online as much as you would be to watch React channels and like figure out what's going on and stuff, right? And be like, oh my God, right? I didn't have that kind of time. And then once the injury first hit me, um, I was laid out like every 3 days. I would go into pain cycles where I could not eat and I could not leave my bed. Now I'm in a place where I'm still in pretty bad health, right? Um, I still have all of the nerve damage in my left leg. I also have 2 sprained feet at this point. I am now using a walker. So my health is actually in decline. However, I'm not having situations where I just lose time, where I'm like in so much pain that I just crawl into bed and cannot get up for like 3 days. That's not happening to me anymore. But it sounds like there's a lot of chaos in the community right now. I don't think that this is necessarily a coincidence. Already explains that, Silval. Um, I don't appreciate when people come on my channel and do that, okay? Every day, new sock accounts are created to troll me on YouTube. Every day. Since last week, mostly. It really took an uptick since last week. So I'm going to say this very delicately without naming names. But I just want to say we have a very important election coming up. And if you're serious about getting a Democrat elected, getting Kamala Harris elected, then you have to do more than be an internet warrior. You have to do more than be an online troll who just wants to get in fights randomly with people that maybe you even had good relations with, right? So get out there, knock some doors, have some conversations with voters, um, do some phone banking, do some text banking, do postcarding, whatever it is. Talk to your local Democratic clubs and your county party. But it kind of sounds like you haven't looked into any of that and you just think that you can go online, be an internet warrior, and therefore you're a volunteer for the Democratic Party. I don't know what to tell you except that every party leader I have ever spoken to said you cannot win elections by online activity alone. And there is no way that they are going to advise you to be hostile and shitty to anybody online if you're representing as a volunteer for the party through an account, right? So, anyway, those are just the words I gotta lie down. That that's not how the party works. Now, this person also said that they don't really care what your party registration is. So, as far as I know, she might vote for Dr. Cornel West or Marianne Williamson or something. Like, I have no idea what's going on because I've been getting other kinds of weird emails. Like, I have never followed Status Quo, and all of a sudden I was on their email list as of this morning. So I unsubscribed, obviously. I think there's an actual term for that when they... Hi, beautiful Danny. How are you? Watch out for an uptick in craziness online because they're putting money into paid trolls right now. This is no joke. And I've seen it every year during certain periods of time, right? So, like, they're going through the Democratic National Convention right now. That's an uptick for when they start paying trolls. When they have the Movement for the People's Party conventions, that's an uptick for when they hire trolls. There's already an article that was sent to me by one of my activist friends that said that people I know are involved and have hundreds of millions of dollars behind them from Russia. So this is already going on, and I'm not even involved in politics anymore, Danny, but there are still people who fear that I was formerly an organizer, and every time they knocked me down, I bounced back up and found another way. You're okay? Just doing my makeup. Oh, are you gonna go out, girl? You gonna go out and have some fun? I was thinking about doing some karaoke tonight, but my legs have been so bad. My mom brought I don't know if you've been watching me lately, but my mom brought over a walker. But I'm, I'm in the upstairs flat. So she's going to give me another walker to put in my car. So she's been coming over. We've been having dinner together and binge watching House of the Dragon so that she can catch up with me, right? Because she doesn't watch cable when she's at home. She only watches it when she's either with me or my brother. But yes, there is an uptick in hostility online. I've been just so busy with my family. I miss you. I hope you are well and happy. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to, just like you, I want to spend some time with family and just kind of chill. And I'm sort of getting chased by a lot of trolls right now. But fortunately, I put all of the stuff on my videos to check every comment. You like my karaoke's? That's cool. I don't know if I can go until I have the new walker, though, because my legs have been getting worse, right? I think it might be because of the heat. Oh, you're going to start posting makeup content. Nice. Okay. Um, just be careful you don't get scooped up by all the people who are getting, there's an entire different React channel on that side of the fence. Take a look at some of the Dustin Daly and his boyfriend Nick. Nick's channel, I think, is called the Viewer's Voice or something like that. They talk a lot about the drama that's going on in the beauty community, and it's pretty hilarious. So that's why I only cover it once in a while when it's like Jeffree Star trying to look like Jean Los Jezebel. Did you see his new store that he opened? Oh my god. He looked like he was wearing a grandpa sweater that you would golf in. He looked like he had extensions in with like an inch and a half long of roots. Like, why would you glue the extensions in if you have an inch and a half long of roots, right? And the whole building is pink. So all I can tell you is that he he looked like he's trying to look like an 80s hair metal sort of thing. He looks stupid as hell in his grandpa sweatshirt. And his color palette, not only for the outfit he was wearing, but for his new building, um, looks like Mary Kay Cosmetics. I'm just telling you straight up. It's not as bad as one of the wigs he had in the past. The yellow one. I can't even keep up with all the wigs that he's done, Daddy. He's had so many bad wigs, I can't even tell you. I can tell you this though, my life's not going to go all that long because it's my phone's having a hard time charging it because it was so hot today. Even when I was taking naps in the air conditioning, it was not charging. The outfit was not it. It was not. And he's like, "Look, this is so cool. We opened this giant new location in Chatsworth." Okay. Chatsworth. There's a lot of SoCal people who are like, "Yeah, let's drive up to Chatsworth and go to this weird ass pink building where they sell moldy makeup." Sounds great. sounds sounds fantastic. Chatsworth. I think that's like in the San Fernando Valley. It's not. He's like, "This is my new LA location. I think you should clarify. That's LA County, son. It's not your new LA location. Chatsworth is LA County, okay? That's like saying I'm opening something in Long Beach, but it's LA. I mean, technically, it's in LA County. It's right there on the county line with Orange County, but okay. God, I don't even know why I bothered to tap into that video because I was watching it and I'm like, why? How can you think this looks good? Right? Like, how can you think that all this pink doesn't look like Mary Kay Cadillacs? I mean, who are you trying to emulate right now? Right? But anyway, yeah, so a lot of reactors are mad at each other. There's another batch of reactors who are like, oh my God, I see that you're all mad at each other. I want to stay out of it, right? And then there's the subjects, the little cows that we follow who are like, oh my God, they're mad at each other. This is good. Maybe we can take advantage of this situation, right? We think Chantel's probably going to leave to whatever country it is she's going to by the end of the week. I do want to grab the palette though. Love it. Sorry. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I've never bought overpriced makeup, Danny. I've never been the kind of person to be like, I need Jeffree Star. The only time I bought expensive makeup was like a couple items at a MAC counter, right? I had a I can't even remember where I was going. I think it might have been like a fancy date or something like that. I got a makeover, and in order to get the makeover, you're supposed to buy like two items. So I bought like a lip line. I think it was a lip liner and a lipstick, and I loved that shit. Um, I wore it out so fast um, that I started using a Q-tip to get the very base of what was left in the lipstick container because I loved it. By the way, Chantel needs to just invest in some cheap brushes from CVS. She's got to stop touching her face. The way she was pulling her eye down in that live stream was so disgusting. I had to turn away a few times. I can't look at bullshit like that when people poke around with their eyes because, like, first of all, it's a bit of a phobia for me. Like, I cannot wear contacts because I have this phobia where I can't touch my eyes. I love collecting makeup, haha. It's my hobby. I actually have been recently thinking, because of watching all this stuff and hearing these beauty people talk about aging makeup and how it goes bad, like it's not great forever. I'm like, oh shit, I got stuff under the cabinet that I've had probably since the 90s, right? So I've been thinking that once I can build some more strength into my legs and they're not at risk of collapsing at any moment, that I'm going to get under the sinks and start throwing some things away. Because I never used them anyway. I mean, here we are in 2024, and I think some of that stuff was like gifts from my mom around like 96. When I do your makeup, oh, you're going to do my makeup? Hopefully one day. Could I? Yeah, I don't care what you stick on my face as long as it's clean, Danny. Don't give me like freaking, pink eye because what I saw what I saw going on with Chantel pulling her eye down like that made me I actually was throwing up this morning. I was. I have, it's harder for me to stomach some of the stuff that's going on with her. Um, I have all of my own health conditions, Danny, but I appreciate that that I can make light of it and it's humorous to you, right? But I can't watch people pull on their eyes like that. I can watch somebody like just stand in front of me with like their eyes swollen or whatever. Don't worry, I got the same thing. I can't put things inside my eye. You can't do contacts either, huh? I can't do it. Well, thank you. I love you too, Danny. You want to know the story of why I have this phobia? Okay, so in the 80s, my mom was like into selling like Mary Kay cosmetics and stuff like that, and Tupperware in the 70s. She did both of those things, right? And she also, no, not even eyeliner inside. That much I have been able to get away with, but I haven't done it in like probably 10 years or longer. That was something I was doing more so when I was like dressing up as goth. Um, so my mom, we had this upstairs bathroom that had two sinks, and in the center of it, she had this huge display of Mary Kay cosmetics, right? I tried the sunscreen because I was gonna go outside and play, and turned out I'm allergic to something. I'm allergic to something in that sunscreen because I broke out in hives everywhere. So I'm like, nope, not doing that anymore. But she used to have to wear contacts. Well, she still does, actually, I think. Well, no, she had LASIK, so I'm not sure that she's wearing contacts anymore. But back in the 80s, she was. And this is before they had the soft ones, the ones that you could sleep in, you know, any of the more comfortable stuff that they started developing later, right? This is when they had more of the kind of hard glass contacts. And we just had this one bathroom up there. So I would like take a bath or something, and she'd be like taking her contacts out and swishing them all around her eye. They're going inside the side of her eye. And it was the scariest ass shit I ever saw. I'm thinking, well, what happens if it gets all the way up there? Do you have to go to like the ER and have them pull it out? Like, what the fuck happens, right? This is scaring the shit out of me, Danny. And this is what I'm seeing as like a 6, 7 year old. And I'm like, um, I don't, you know what? If I have some eye problems, I think I'll just go with glasses. I think I'll just be fine, right? But I have done my absolute best throughout my life to make sure I never get like a speck of sand in my eyes. I like never get a scratch on my cornea, never have anything. Because even going in, I was having an issue at the beginning of the pandemic. I had to see a specialist because I was having muscle spasms on my left side by my eye. Like all the muscles around my eye started spasming. And just even putting that thing up real close to your eye where it just blows air at you, that raised up my blood pressure. That really freaked me out. I can't handle it. Um, so so yeah, I don't touch my eyes like that. I will wipe my eyes. I can't believe that if she's so into makeup, why doesn't she have some makeup wipes at the ready if she's going to be like covering herself like a Disney villain? I don't get it. Like, clean yourself. You're constantly touching your animals. You're not washing your hands. Nobody knows if you clean your hands after you use the lavatory. It seems like you might be shatting the couch and just sitting in your own shit because you're too lazy to get up and stop your live stream. I can't. I get you. I feel the same way. Um, I just don't, it's going to be interesting to find out which country they land in. Because there have been polls on lots of different React channels at this point. One is Morocco, one is Malaysia, one is Bali. I think Turkey might be in the mix now, and Egypt. I think those are all the countries I heard of because those are countries that Salah could actually travel to. However, at least maybe without a travel visa, right? However, they had all those different vlogs in which they were placed very close to embassies in which he could potentially have been applying for travel visas. So who knows? I mean, they could end up in Canada for all we know. I have no idea what's going to happen, Danny. No clue. Um, but I can tell you I had a beautiful artichoke home cooked and chilled overnight for breakfast. And I haven't really eaten anything since except for some party sat. This is so weird. She mentioned this on her live stream. Kind of feel like she must have a camera over here. Party size jalapeno chips, the air dried, kettle cooked. I don't even know how they came up. It's like, for real? I didn't even know you sold that in Kuwait. So I was eating some of those for kind of a snack after lunch. But it's also been so hot that makes it hard to eat too. It's so hot that it's like, food, no. I did order some groceries. I got some fresh produce in here. And I usually wake up pretty early. So I will snack on some fresh fruit tomorrow morning. But I've kind of had it with the nonsense going on in the reactor communities. And the fact that one of them, actually, Danny, one of them stalked me across all three. Well, I have more than three, but three of my platforms. I had to block her on um, YouTube. I had to block her on Twitter, which I almost never use anymore. And then it was either her or somebody she's working with who came to my Facebook account with a fake account name that said Arya No Name Stark. something like that. It was a Game of Thrones reference, and came there with the same insults, the same complaints. Like, they're basically trying to create a situation where I am not credible. And I am definitely familiar with this because I've gone through it in my political organizing for several years. It's happened to me many times. So I don't really give a shit. I'm much more concerned about whether my legs are going to work through the night when I end up having to go to the bathroom because I'm getting older, right? Whether I can run errands the next day because I'm going to need the strength to go up and down stairs, right? These are the things that I truly worry about. So I really don't care about people who are misrepresenting whether they're actually volunteers for the Democratic Party despite not having any mutuals with me. And I've been doing this since 2017 and we have no mutuals. Well, that seems kind of impossible considering some of my mutuals would be high-level activists that are running the Male Black Voter Project in the South. But okay, we have no mutuals together. Nice. I do not believe that volunteerism is trolling people online. And I think that actually can hurt your candidates. I think it's a bad idea to do. I don't think that you can combat Russian bots. It's not going to happen. And that it would be far more effective to get out in the field and knock on doors and have one-on-one conversations with voters. Anyhow, I'm going to run you guys this. I usually do about 30 minutes for a live stream. But also, it sounds like the pool might be wrapping up, and I want to make sure they're not going to try and do any pranks and like run up here and try and bang my door in again. I'm just hearing things. Anyhow, you all take care. I will be back online tomorrow, God willing. Take care. Bye bye.